The Fleet Mag Rising Stars with DJ Pynk Dyamond. Today's special guest, Afro Preachah.
Afro Preachah, how is it going tonight?
Hey, it's going pretty good. I'm going pretty good. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Right, welcome to the Fleet Mag. We also got Pam up here. She's from the Fleet Mag. She's a writer. I'm one of the reporters. So I'd like to welcome you to our Fleet Magazine exclusive. Okay, so the good thing is we're not going to hear from the audience. It's just going to be me and you talking, chatting. I'm trying to find out a little bit more about you.
Don't Wendy Williams me, all right?
No. I got easy questions. Easy questions. So, first question up. When did you get into music?
Well, I grew up in church, so I've always been, in music in that aspect, just growing up around it. But I became a serious independent artist about 2004.
2004? Okay.
Yeah, about 2004. And I launched my website 2008.
Okay.
And it's, I've been, Afro Preachah since. It's been rolling. I'm blessed.
Okay, so how did you get your name?
Oh. Well, the name I didn't come up with that. Actually, my friends came up with that for me. My producer at the time, Jay Griff, from my first album, Pop Up My Collar. Well, actually, while I was making that album, I didn't necessarily even have a name yet. It's just that I was experimenting as far as taking hip hop and funk and making a direct correlation. We have some of that in hip hop already as far as what artists have done with different funk artists. But as far as that actually where I'm coming from, that's what I was doing. So by my producer, he was like, yo, he's like, man, well, they call me Trey. I said, Trey, man, you sound just like your grandfather, man, when you do your thing, man. And I'm like, oh, okay. He said, man, we gonna start calling you Afro Preachah. He just came out with it. So I was just like, no, that's not gonna work. My grandfather's still in the church right now. I still got an image to, to keep or whatever. It's not gonna fly. They're gonna straight call it sacrilege. But as my grandfather got a little bit older, he relaxed in his age and actually caught on. So that's how it came about.
Yeah, because that's definitely a unique name. So now I've listened to you over the years that I've been inside Fleet, which I've been inside Fleet 3 years. So I did get to meet you in person. We're not cyber friends anymore. We're friends. What is your creative process like when it comes to music?
My creative process, I like to surround myself with artistic things.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll have a few things going on at the same time. Sometimes I'll have, some Japanese anime on, but I have the volume turned down, and then I'll have some other music going on, and then and then just rolling up, smoking me one, because I like to vibe out to the music. I believe when I get my tracks, whether I'm just getting them and they're already done and I'm going with my producer's suggestion, or if we're just starting from scratch. Mm-hmm. To me, music, it's definitely its own language. But to me, when I'm hearing it, I'm hearing the words forming out of the musical way. So when I write a lyric, I kind of no, the reason why I wrote the rhyme that way is because the track is actually saying it. Okay. So that's kind of how I kind of look at it. Not necessarily being me that I'm the dopest MC ever. Me, it's more like me. No, I'm just really trying to interpret what the track is saying itself. That's kind of where my words come from.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because everybody's different when it comes to their own creative process. Because I'm even like that as a DJ, as a model. I'm like, okay, let me sit down and write out what I'm going to actually do first.
Mhm.
Then I got to see if it's a vision there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
once I collectively get those things together, then I go ahead and create, you know,
Mhm.
my own thing. So I feel you on that one. Um, Now, because I met you in person, you do appearances, you perform, right? What is your most memorable or most proud moment of your music career?
Hmm. I do have a couple.
Hmm.
I have like two in particular.
Okay.
One um, happened 2021, and I ran into me and my producer. We ran into Lady Luck on Twitter,
Okay.
and Lady Luck is one of the ones that was who helped manage the situation for my song "I Don't Need You" to be on Atlanta Housewives, so the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that's like one of them. Probably one of my like favorite like proud moments is like as far as my performances. Um, a while ago, um, like I want to say, I can't, I don't know if it was like 2016 or 17. Okay.
Hmm.
I was doing a show. I was opening for 3 6 Mafia,
Okay.
and it was me and another artist that were opening a 436 Mafia. And
Okay.
the other artist, I had a book for the show, but the other artist he won the contest on the radio to get on the show. Now it just so happens the artist that won, he's like my little brother. Okay,
Okay.
so we there. So he's trying to pull the little brother card. Yo, I won the contest. I should be the one that's gonna open 3 6 Mafia. This and that, this and that. The host at the time, he was like, "No, you're gonna follow This is a program show. You're gonna follow this. You know how when folks getting paid to do something, they like follow the script. You know how they, okay." But he was like, "No, no." I said, "Look. Okay." I said, "Look. So, little bro, you think you want to be the Oprah of the show?" He's like, "Yeah." Now, see me, I'm one of those ones. Me, I don't care where I am on the show. I don't care if I'm first, middle, or last. But if you miss it, you will hear about it. Okay. So it's like, I don't care where I am. I'm here to do my thing. And if you missed it, shame on you. Okay.
Okay.
Let
I
somebody
feel
else tell
you.
you about it. Okay. Because
I definitely feel you.
the next show I do probably won't be the same. So that show that happened, you'll probably never see it again.
Gotcha.
So you better catch me
Unless
when you do.
unless somebody videoed you.
Yep. Yep. Let somebody video me and you, or I took it, put it up, use it as footage and or as content and stuff like that. I said, but
Right.
as far as in person,
Right. You don't get the same effect, no way.
no, no. So I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, little bro. All right. I'll go ahead and go first. Just remember, you can't take it back once the show starts. Okay,
Gotcha.
cool. So at this time, a lot of the players and stuff was traveling with 3 6. Let's see. Uh, Pippin Ken was at this show. Scorpio was at the show, and at the time, Pippin White Folks was there.
Mm.
Okay, they was all at the show. So I get in, and just so happens I have a show. I have a routine that I kind of do like Morris Day. So
Oh
I came
yeah.
in. Oh yeah. So I came in, see like Morris, Uncle Morris, he had Jerome. Me,
Right.
I have the Jerome S. I got two girls with mirrors. So,
Okay.
we did the show, killed it. And by the time I got done, Ken the Scorpio was at the front stage. That's when I got my player card. Church, preach, tabernacle, any man. They was just going at it.
Right.
Okay. So we got done, got off the stage, got to the VIP, took pictures. From that point on, I got my card into, they dig my music since then. That's probably like one of my most hype moments as far as performing for.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, who did you listen to growing up that was your favorite?
As far as growing up listening to church music, because kind of my beginning years, secular music wasn't allowed if it wasn't gospel.
Right, right, right. Your daddy
So
was not playing that, huh? Okay, so you listen to
like any,
gospel.
but like any smart, oldest child, I figured out how to get away with it. So I did listen to Dallas Mass Choir, the Clark Sisters, the Blind Boys. But then as far as funk music, I was listening to, Parliament, but not more than Bootsy Collins. Bootsy Collins was my favorite in Lakeside.
Oh, I can see that too. I can see that.
but as far as like hip hop, growing up, my favorite was Run DMC, Public Enemy, MC Light. Those, really MC Light. She was like my favorite growing up because one thing I liked about Light, I don't care who you are, girl, boy, or wherever these new days, what you want to call yourself, just remember when you step against MC Light, she's liable to give you a lyrical beatdown. That's what you signing up for when you fuck with her. That's what she was like, just one of my favorites. Like as far as the new that's been out for a little bit while into the new, of course, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Okay.
I do like some of the new stuff that Kodak done put out. Definitely, some Tory Lanez. And I just felt Tory Lanez was one of his favorite of my songs. I ain't been broken a minute. It's just that the way he spits that, man, that dude, he sound like he feel that. It sound like he me. So,
no comment on them two, them last two. But I will say this though. You talk about MC Light. You write about MC Light. Actually, MC Light is my sorority sister, Sigma Gamma Rho. You know what I'm saying? And she performed, and I got to meet her at one of our sorority events in Dallas, Texas, and was sitting down chitter-chatting with her. I was like, you the best of the best. And I'm sitting right next to you, and you my sister. So
and she was one of the first MCs as far as as far as her music that she was putting out that I knew word for word.
Right.
Okay, I knew Cha Cha Cha. I knew Paper Thin. I knew Light as a Rock. I knew Stop, Look, Listen. I knew Absolutely Positively Had to Get There. That's the look.
You got them all. You got them all for sure. That's interesting. So it's midway of our interview. So what I want to do now is I got a song of yours, right? You were on the Virginia call, and of course I didn't get to interview you, but when they played your song, I was like listening to it. Then I got out the chair, and I was like, oh, this sounds like some funk. I was like, I like to play that when I DJ. I like DJing throwbacks, and you talk about Parliament and what's the guy named Morris Day, all of them cats. Man, they got great music. They do. They got great
and
music.
that's what I felt. That's what I felt I've done. I like as far as the Minnesota sound that has been created here. I'm still on that, but I'm up into the I'm up to the nap. What it's supposed to sound like now. But I got my, it's hip hop in it. I just feel that, as far as the transformation, as far as the music that's coming out of the Twin Cities, it's
Right.
it's that time. I think the industry is ready to see like the musical influence as far as hip hop that Morris, Prince, Andre Simone, Mark Brown, the time, their more Jimmy Terry, their actual influence that has started on hip hop here. I think people was ready to see
I think you should do something with I think you should collab with Club Nouveau. Get with J King.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh
trying to
yeah.
tell you.
Oh yeah.
Because they were it back in the day too. Now they're coming out, and I just interviewed him on Monday, so I can see you collabing with him for sure. Who actually produces your stuff?
Okay, I've got two producers,
Okay.
two main producers. Watch Me, which is produced by LXT Music, Annex Studios. And then Rap Caviar is produced by my guy. I call him dot 10,000, but his official, DJ producer name is Flame Squad DJ MC. And, the kind of hip hop, okay, the kind of thing that I do with Dot is like, it's more on the have fun, dancey end, like, almost like electronic weaponry. I get to like be a different type of Afro Preachah, on a Flame Squad. I get to be my superhero self with him. So, and I'm definitely into dancing. So, I like doing music that the girls like to dance to. So
Right.
I figured that one right there, because I'm like, I'm still, as far as like when I'm performing, I like the entertainment value, depending on, just depending what's going on. Yeah, if you sometimes it's just me, or sometimes it's just me and my DJ, or sometimes it's the whole church gang. Like I got like about, I got like 10 dancers. We'll all jump on the stage and we go. Because I rehearse like that. I got like, 8 or 9 dancers. We like rehearse together like all the time, just in case they get the call.
Gotcha. So let me ask you, if you could give any upcoming artists, whether it be independent or even maybe people that's been in the game as independent artists, what would you tell them?
Okay, I would tell them, something that's directly benefiting me in my career that's working for me is, one, it's like really important to have your own website. It's more than just a website. Your website is like a museum. And if you understand the business, of a museum that carries fine art. So what do? They have all this art in this big old house. And if people like the art, curate the art, they get to take some money, invest in the house to keep pushing it or whatever. And they get a little bit of money, and the museum gets a little bit of money. Your website is actually the same thing. It's the same thing. So it's like, yes, you're MC, but having a website, something that when you are making your music money, when you're making your revenue, okay, because don't get me wrong. Yes, social media, it has its place, its platform. Down in the case may be, we got pros and cons about it.
Right.
But for me, I'm still more of, I use social media for what it was first made, just a bridge to get you to come to my website. So a lot of the like extra stuff on social media, a lot of times I don't end up getting engaged in that, because my mind is social media is for you to come to the house. That's it. So I'm only going to be on social media for so long. But if you're really trying to catch me, I'm on AfroPreachah.com or I'm on YouTube.
Gotcha.
So it's like, for the young ones and the old ones, having your own website, very much important, because also by having your own website, it's going to force you down the road to be educated, because you're going to need to know what it is to update your website. You're going to need what it is. You're going to need to know what it is to make sure your website's connected to ASCAP, BMI, Song Trust, that the streams and the sales that you're producing on your own website reports back to Billboard, all these things, okay, that normally a label would do, but because you have your own site, and if you're trying to be a good business person, get her done. This is the stuff that's not in the spotlight. This is the stuff don't nobody get to see you in the spotlight and clap for you for. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is you getting your busy work done. You sat at that computer and did your data entry, drank your coffee.
Hey, that's what Beyonce does. And very smart young lady,
Yep.
if I say so
Yep.
myself.
Yeah, that's what I would communicate to.
That's a good piece of advice. Now my last question to you. Are you working on new music for this year, along with also doing any city tours, state tours? What are you actually doing?
Well, yeah, we got a few things coming up. Actually, I just dropped a new piece of music with a Flame Squad DJ MC on his website, flamesquaddjmc.com. It's called Body Work. It's like an electric hip hop reggae dancehall song. Because I do, every now and then, I like doing reggae dancehall music. I just, like, look, come now. I like, that's my, I will, one of my homeboys, he got me into it. So I got some new music with him I just dropped. It is kind of swirling around as far as, an album and stuff possibly coming together, in a few years. That I am like on the move as far as, a few states that I'm going to. Like right now, I'm going to be in Vegas Right now, we're just waiting to hear back and forth, but I'm supposed to be in China. We're supposed to be going back to China. But right now, the talks that's going on between the consulates and stuff like that, as far as us being able to travel back and forth in China, just
be careful over there in China now. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm like, no, they call me Bofa over there.
Bofa.
Which means Bofa is Mandarin for big hair. And
okay.
Okay. And then they call me Dailahu, so they call me Bofi Dailahu, which is Afro Tiger Face.
Okay. So they already they know of you.
Yeah, they know of me. I had been getting over there just because of my martial arts.
Okay, got you.
So when I had a chance to bring my music over there, I didn't realize that, like, over there, like, okay, in China on WeChat, I can't even if I open my WeChat, it's so overwhelming. Like, I can only hit my WeChat just in specific times, because when I open it, they like lose their freaking mind. So it's like, that's another one I would give to any artist that ends up watching this. The international market wants to hear your music. Okay, because especially Asia Pacific countries and islands, because they want to learn English, but more prevalent, they want to learn slang. Gotcha. And they want to know the proper way to say it and use it.
Gotcha.
So mumble music they might not catch on to, but they're going to hear. They're like, okay, like Kendrick Lamar, Black Hippies, they understand their enunciation.
Right. Gotcha.
So So as far as artists, the international market wants to hear your music. So that's one for you guys. So that, and right now, my calendar is, is a little bit open, but it is starting to close up. So I am doing not any definite tour. I'm just really kind of booking to do performances here and there right now. And that's what's, that's the show that we're producing on the YouTube, The Mothership on the Move. So anywhere I got a show, doing some fashion somewhere, whatever it is, that ends up on the show. And I do have something that I am working on that I'm going to be reaching out to all fleet DJs that if I'm in your town, and just so happens I ended up there, or if you knew I was coming, like, look, know that if I'm there, whatever happens there is going to end up on the website, and it's going to end up on Mothership on the Move on the YouTube. So look, content. We shoot, we edit it, we drop it, we
You out there. Let's get it 2024. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
believe me, if I got a show coming, and if I'm in that area, slide through.
Well, I'm in Northern Virginia, so I'm closer to DC. So if you're ever in the DC market, I mean, it's going to take me an hour to get there, but I can definitely be there. And then, are you going to Orlando, Florida for the conference this year?
It sort of depends, because I just got a few things that's like in the air. I actually got hit up for a show around about that time, but it's still kind of like in the works. So, but we'll see what happens. But see, it's because I'm also have a family reunion that's going on in July, and I'm actually we're gonna be in the Bahamas. So it's like I'm gonna be in the area. So it's
you just got to find time to see if you are available. Got you.
Yeah.
All right. Ain't nothing wrong with being busy and booked.
No. I definitely appreciate it. As long as I'm like this, because my biggest thing that I like about the industry is that I like getting my Michael Jackson on. You know what I'm saying? I like, look, I put my white glove on, I get on the stage, and I do me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So listen, the Fleet Mag is an online magazine which launched last July, and we've had lots of good articles on the magazine's website, which is thefleetmag.com. So you get a chance, go check it out. Also, once we get your article written up, we'll contact you. I'll give you the link. And just, you can also probably attach it to your website as well. But
it'll get attached to my website, and then also, I send out my monthly newsletter.
So Afro Preachah, once again, thank you for stopping through the Fleet Mag.
Look, I appreciate y'all, man. Look, the whole church gang appreciate y'all, like, for sure. Y'all got the Twin Cities buzzing on your boy. Appreciate that.
Like I said, make sure you go check out thefleetmag.com. It is some great articles in there. It's not we're featuring a lot of independent artists, rising stars. We got celebrity artists in there. We got fashion, food, technical, the whole magazine. Go check it out. And then they are also looking into the future of getting a printed one made. All right, once again, thank you to the great state of Virginia Fleet DJs, rocking out with DJ Pynk Dyamond and Afro Preachah of the Fleet Mag tonight. His interview, great interview. Keep doing your thing, and watch me. Peace.
For interviews, music news, and entertainment, go to thefleetmag.com.